Now, so ultimately, the project in here is that you are going to be, and let me just see how this looks here. We got this. That's the, so we should be getting money because they're definitely putting ads in our stream here, right? Nah, we don't need, well, let's see. All right, so we don't know if anybody's in there yet, but I'm going to go create a new world. I'm going to actually, uh-oh, it doesn't look like it's in there now. Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, that's weird. Why is it showing up like that? That's terrible. Thought I fixed that. Let's try that again. Oh, that's silly. Let's see.
Can we just watch your stream?
You can. What the heck happened here? Wait a minute. No, not YouTube. It's on Twitch. But what the heck? I just had it. Here we go. That's so weird. I had it. No, that's not right. All right, here, we'll just go like that for now. Let's see if it'll let me do what it needs to. All right, anyway, we're back. So let's see here. So I'm going to create, I'm going to use just blocks of grass for now, which is just a very simple, and there we go. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, here we go. So, you hear me on there somewhere? Okay, so when we start our actual project in here, what you're going to be doing, just so you know, okay, stop, look, listen, you know, have your notes out and stuff. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be ultimately taking a fairy tale, folk tale, or fable. Anybody know a good fairy tale, folk tale, or fable? What's your what? I heard one. What'd you say? Cinderella. Okay, so you might take Cinderella and rewrite it as a digital story / game that you're gonna make in either Minecraft or something called GameStar Mechanic. So ultimately, you're gonna be creating this whole world that tells that story, okay? And you're gonna create a number of challenges within that. Now, I want to kind of expand upon what you might already know about Minecraft, and then have you go even further by understanding and learning more on your own, because that's how most people learn Minecraft anyway. Okay, anybody ever watch Minecraft like YouTube videos to learn something, or go to the wiki, or what have you? So there's so many great resources out there to learn. What I want to do is introduce you first today to how to use what's called commands and command blocks. And then we're going to expand upon that a bit more over the next few days when we talk about things like NPCs or non-player characters and what they could do in Minecraft Education Edition, as well as something called Code Builder, where you can code with a block-based language, kind of like Scratch, in Minecraft and make things happen automatically. But it all kind of stems from the use of commands. So anybody use or familiar with typing in commands in Minecraft? Yeah? Okay, so when I hit, and just put this somewhere in your notes, especially if this is new to you, in order to start writing a command, you would type / on the keyboard. Now, do you notice that when I typed in / what happened on my screen? First name? Maya? Maya. It shows me a whole lot of the commands I can do. It only gets up to T, so there must be some more after that. But what it does is it starts to populate or put in what I can type in or do, right? So in this case, I'm going to start with a real simple one. And when I type in time, notice how now it helps me out even a little more. It first tells me what that command does. It says changes or queries the world's game time. Then below that it says I can use it like this, time add. So I can add, let's say I want it to be 2 hours later in the day or what have you. I can set, that's my favorite, and I can query. So query would mean it'll tell me what time it is right now in the world, and no, it won't. /time query Ah, that's interesting. Day. So day is 0. Oh, that's me asking what would be that. I thought it was going to tell me what the time is in the game now. But anyway, I like time, space, set. And notice when I do that, it gives me some more help, right? So I can type day, midnight, night, noon, sunrise, sunset. Sunset, you say? Sunset. Okay, now the time in the game has turned to sunset. Watch how you'll actually start to, as I talk, see the sun go down, okay? Anybody know how long the time cycle is in Minecraft? Like how long it takes to get through an entire 24-hour day? First name? Rhea. Is it 10? Is it 10?
I thought it was 20.
I thought it was 20 also.
Because it's 10 for day and 10 for night, I thought.
Oh, yeah.
So 20? Okay, so 24 hours would be 20 minutes. So in other words, that's interesting just to know. Now, you could, let's see. Yeah, watch this. I can also do this command, day lock, and that's going to make it always be day until I tell it otherwise. So it's going to be always day right now, okay? But I don't really like that. I'm going to do time set. How about if we go with sunrise, give ourselves a little time. Oh, it's a beautiful morning, isn't it? Okay, so you get that idea? So that's how you would type in a regular command to start, okay? Now, let's say I want to do something else with the command. Let's say I want to summon an entity. So summon is the command. Now it's interesting because a lot of people think that it would be spawn, but it's actually summon. So I can summon an entity, which would sort of spawn it or summon it. What do you want me to summon? An ender dragon? That's what people always go with first, of course. Let's say I do that. We'll try it for a reason, sort of. Ender. Now, notice when I type in ender, these are the things I could summon. But what's going to happen if I type in ender space dragon? What?
It's not going to work because you need the little line on the bottom.
Right.
Between the ender.
Now, do you know why I need, like, why it's so particular about that, sort of? In other words, why can't it just be fair enough to say, ender space dragon? You know, if you've done any, like, oh, wait, where's my stream? Is it, oh, it is showing up, but yes.
It has to be considered like one word.
Well, in this case, it has to be considered one word. If I have the space, it probably thinks I'm adding something like a new command. Coding, what you'll start to understand about coding in general, the computer is more than willing to do what you say to do, as long as you say it in the way it completely understands, okay? So computer programming languages are very, very particular about what we'll call syntax. And that means that you just have to type it in the way it's expecting it or it won't do anything. So summon ender dragon. Okay, that did work. I wasn't sure if it would because sometimes, whoops, not that. Sometimes what happens is if your game was, oh wait, that's weird. My game says it's in peaceful right now.
There should have been summon stuff.
I didn't think I could still,
Mobs won't spawn.
what?
It's just mobs won't spawn.
Yeah, but that's a mob. But wait,
Yeah,
that's
but
an,
if you summon it, then it's
Oh,
a
the
command,
ender
right?
dragon doesn't
So
go away.
it's forced
no,
to-
usually like let's say summon, let's say zombie. See, that it won't summon. So that's so interesting to me. So,
But on peaceful, can you fight the ender dragon or no?
Yeah, you can.
can?
Yeah, it's just that the ender dragon doesn't go away on people.
So that's the only mob? Really?
Maybe if you
That's
make
funny.
a wither.
Well, I mean, I'm saying, so summon wither, so it won't let me. So that is very funny. The only one it'll allow, maybe because it exists in the end and it's kind of like, I don't know. What about an enderman?
Yeah, what about a magma cube too? Because they're in the nether.
No, those
Nope,
don't-
nothing. Just an ender dragon. Okay, so we figured something interesting out. So again, so that's, let me go back to then what I was trying to get at. If I'm not in peaceful, if I'm at least in easy, then I can summon a zombie. Okay? And all the other aggressive mobs, right? So that's interesting. So that ender dragon just is kind of an enigma. But maybe it's just because they're so cool to watch them fly around that it lets us do it. Okay, so that's one thing we can do, right? I can give myself things at S. So this is the syntax for that. Give at S, and then I do a space bar, and these are all the things I can give myself. And again, I can give myself anything you can imagine because this is only getting to B before it runs out of room. So that means there must be a lot more things I can give myself.
Sell fire.
What's that?
Can you sell fire?
Fire?
Yeah.
Or fireball?
I thought there was a command tag.
Yeah, let's see. So now I have a fireball. What can I do with a fireball? Oh, there you go. Cool. That's awesome. All right, so I can give myself things, right? Got it? All right. What are some other commands people are familiar with that they've used?
/OP.
Oh, /OP. Now, in this case, I'm probably already opt because I'm the one who created the game. But if there were other people in the game, then yes. Yes.
/kill at E.
Yep, /kill at E. What is the E part? And you can see if you cheat and look up there. First name? Maya. Oh, Maya. Okay.
All entities.
All entities. What does that mean?
Like they kill like all the mobs and stuff.
Does it kill yourself too?
Sometimes.
Okay, I guess it would depend maybe if I'm in survival. I forget if it does.
I don't think so.
I didn't think...
Begin with 0.
Yeah. It does. So we're learning all sorts of things together. That's what I love about this stuff. Okay, so... Yes. Aaron.
/TP.
Yup, /TP. That will teleport me or whatever. So I'm going to teleport to, let's say, now that brings up another interesting point. In Minecraft, I can, under the settings, I can show my coordinates, which is very helpful.
How do you bring up the debug menu and do what's called?
What's that?
The debug menu to see your biome and stuff.
How do you do that? Do you know?
I thought it was like one of the F keys, like F1.
Well, in Java or in Windows 10, let's see. So that's the F1 key. F2, F3, F4, F5 changes your perspective. F6, yeah, I'm not sure if it is in Windows 10, but that's something to figure out later. Is it, maybe, I wonder if there's a /debug now.
If you'd be doing /enchant, that's so.
Right, /enchant.
But you only can do that if you activate cheats.
Well, cheats are activated, yeah. Let's give myself flame. The target doesn't hold an item. So I would need, let's see, /give at S, diamond sword, right? Let's say. And then /enchant at S. I don't know if that'll work. Blaze. Oh, what was the one?
Type
Fire underscore aspect. Whoop.
They make it for aspect too.
Well, let's just see. So did it gave me, now let's see.
If you drop it.
What?
If you drop it.
Yeah, it's
If I drop it, I'll be able to see it. But how do I know what that has?
it's glowing.
Well, yeah, I'm just wondering. I would think there'd be a way for me to see
Have
what,
an inventory and then hover over it, right?
maybe if I put it in a chest.
Or you can check your inventory.
Yeah.
You can just switch places.
Oh, check my inventory. That's a good idea. Wait, E. So go to my survival inventory and then, aha! So fire aspect 1 plus 7 attack damage. Yes. Okay. So those are some of the things, right? Now, other things. Now, this is kind of a really interesting command. Oh, so we were talking about TP, though. So right now I'm at 12.4.16. So if I go /TP 12.10.16, what do you think is going to happen? Where am I going to teleport to, Maya? Where? Which direction? So I'm at 12, I think, 4.16. No, so X, think of it this way, like X is essentially east and west, Y is up and down, Z is north and south. So what's your first name? I'm sorry.
Tristan.
Tristan,
The y-axis
which means what?
goes forward.
Nope.
I thought the z was down.
Nope. Maya,
You go up.
up. X, Y, Z. Okay, so let's see. Boom. Okay. Now that's going to make all of you... Oh, and watch this too. With the commands, when I've done commands already, if I do the up arrow, it cycles me back through my commands that I've already done. So why don't we now... And then that also makes me want to summon a chicken at... Where was I? Well, here's another little thing. If I do this, do you know what that squiggly means? not about. It means relative to where I am. So this would be like x. I didn't put anything, so it's like staying the same x. Y will be relative 10. What's that mean? It's going to go up 10 blocks. And the z, I'm staying the same. So where's this chicken going to spawn? Or be summoned? 10 blocks above me. Here, chicken. Well, that's why you then always feel the need to do this. Oops. No. Don't do that. That's not nice. You're right. I'm just doing this for pure experimentation's sake. Boom. Yeah, not very nice. But now we have dinner. Okay? If you're not a vegetarian. Yes. I'm teaching you something here, buddy. Okay? Yeah, I mean, you could actually what you can do is you can be in Minecraft doing this along with me, but the idea is that I'm demonstrating this, and you're going back and forth then to your notes. So if you're in Minecraft, that's fine, but make sure the things that become worthwhile that you put in your notes. So now, the next thing I want to get into, well, here's a cool one, actually. There's a command called fill. Anybody ever use that command? You have? What does it do and your first name? Ava? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm going to decide how far and where I want this to go, right? And it's going to fill that area. So instead of building block by block, now again, we learned this a second ago, right? So what does that mean? I'm going to start where? Actually, better yet, why don't I do it this way? Why don't I build this starting there? Where's it going to start building? 5 blocks above me. And then from there, I'm going to go, this is still based on where I am right now, 20, 25, 20. So what's it going to, where's it going to, how big is this structure going to be? It's a little bit of math, a little bit of a trick, not trick question, but how big is this structure going to be? If it's starting 5 above me, and it's going 20 one direction, from that 5, it's going to really go 20 more, and then 20. So how big is this structure going to be? Anyone? No? No mathematicians in here? It's really only addition. 0 plus 20 is what? Okay, 5 plus 20 is what? Okay, 0 plus 20 is what? So it's going to be blank by blank by blank. No, because remember, I'm starting at 5 and going 20. I'm going 20 above that, right? So it's still going to be 20 by 20 by 20, but where's it going to just start? 5 above me, that's it, right? So what do we want to make this structure out of?
TNT.
I knew you were going to say that. TNT. Okay, and here's another thing. I could either make it, if I just do that, it's going to be a solid 20 by 20 by 20 block of TNT. Okay, if I do this, and this you might want in your notes, 0 hollow is going to make it what? Hollow on the inside. Ready? Boom. And look at that. I just built that, and because it's hollow, oops, the inside of it is hollow. Okay? So can you imagine when you start building your story of Cinderella and you want to build a castle, how helpful it becomes to be able to build parts of the castle like that instead of block by block by block, right? /fill. And then if you look here, it even shows you how it's going to work. It's going to be the from coordinates. So where it's starting, XYZ, to where it's ending, XYZ. Now, I did the squigglies because I wanted it to start where I was. If I knew I wanted it somewhere else in the world, I can use the actual coordinates of where I want it in the world, okay? Then I choose what kind of block. And then in this case, I just did that 0 hollow because I wanted it to be hollow, okay? So that's that. Now, that's kind of neat, right? And of course, you all want me to do this. All right, notice I'm now here we go because you wouldn't be happy if I didn't. Not so much. If it was a lot bigger, I would. Ow, that hurts. Well, see, that didn't lag too bad. Now, ready? The last thing I want to show you for today is how to do a lot of this, but also just to do it with what's called command blocks, okay? Anybody familiar with command blocks? Okay, so how do you get a command block? There's only one way, actually, Maya. Right, why is that, do you know? It's not in your inventory, but why? Anybody know? Yeah, it's just weird to me. I almost think it kind of gives us this little feeling like we know a little secret, because the only way we get it is give it to ourselves. So /give @s, and if I start typing in command block, there it is, right? And if I hit tab, it'll finish it off for me. So I have a command block now. All right, so here's a command block. Now, the neat thing about command blocks is that everything I just showed you about commands, we now kind of understand how to write commands, right? So now from a command block, I can just put a command in here. And you wouldn't usually do @s for this, because in this case, the S would be the command block. But what is P? It even says it right here. What is P? If I give it to @P, Maya? Nearest player. Who's the nearest player right now if I go up to the command block? It would be me, right? So it's going to give it to, let's say, me. And let's say I want to give myself a diamond block. Or no, how about diamond chest plate? I think that's how it's spelled, right? So here we go. So now, what do you need to make this happen? Cool. So what do I need to do to make this, to activate this command block and make the command happen? Anybody? Anybody? What do I need to do to activate this command block? Maya's like, I'm answering everything. Tristan.
Put redstone on it.
Something that activates redstone, right? I could put redstone. I could put a pressure plate. Let's say I put a pressure plate. And let's say I even I could put it in front of it, and it'll activate it. I could put it on top, but I have to hit shift to do that. Now watch. See how I just got a chest plate? Now I got another chest plate. Another chest plate. Okay? So do you get the idea how now you can activate commands in a command block, and when you activate it, it will do what you asked it to. So similarly, let's say I put one in that's going to TP nearest player up 20 in the air, right? Now I go here. So basically any command we know, it's going to do what we told it to do. Okay? Get it? So I could, of course, also summon things from these. Now, command blocks get really interesting, and I'm going to show you this, but this is something you'll kind of get as time goes on. Let's say so command blocks, one of the limiting factors is that you can only do one command at a time in a command block, but you could use something called, oops, if they're facing the same way, they have to be facing the same way for this. See how they're all facing the same way? I'm going to use something called chain command blocks. So now the first one, and this you might want in your notes, a regular command block is going to be impulse, unconditional, and needs redstone, okay? All these other ones, I'm going to make something called a chain command block, and I'm going to make them always active. So once the chain is started, it will do what it's supposed to do, okay? I would be careful about doing a repeat command block, because that will probably, depending on what you repeat, could totally crash your server or your game. So here we go. All right, you got it? So look at all that. So these now, what do I want to do? Let's say I'm going to clear my inventory for a minute, okay? And I'm going to, let's say, give my player with this first one a diamond sword, okay? Now, and I'm going to actually, with this one, I'm going to change let's say automatically change the game mode to survival. Okay? Now with these, I'm going to summon a zombie. Nope, not at zombie. Summon zombie. And if I don't put where it's going to be right where I am. Then I'm going to summon a... What else should we summon? A skeleton. And how about if we summon... What else? What else do we want to fight? Wither. Okay? Now, watch what happens when I do a pressure plate for this one. That's funny. Oh, see, you know what? See how I have all these chest plates now? Anybody know why I keep getting chest plates? Remember, I cleared my inventory. Why do I keep getting chest plates? Any ideas? Look at what's happening in the world and tell me why. Maya?
Because some of like different enemies will keep stepping on it.
Yeah, remember I made the pressure plate that gives me a one? So, whoop, not that one. So this one gives me a chest plate. Well, these slime blocks were probably bouncing on it and activating it. So I'm going to now do this, and I'm going to, again, clear my inventory. And ready? What should happen when I step on this? What should happen when I step on this? Hannah, you look like you want to answer. You forget? What should happen when I step on this pressure plate? A couple of things should happen. Maya?
You get a diamond sword,
A diamond sword.
a zombie to
Okay, folks, if you could not be talking while I'm doing this. What's that?
You get a diamond sword, your game mode's updated to survival.
Yep.
A zombie, skeleton, wither.
Okay. So let's see if it all happens, right? Boom. Uh-oh. Oh, wait a minute. Where's my sword? Uh-oh. I need the sword. What did I do? But why didn't I get my sword? Give diamond sword. Oh, I forgot to give it to me. At P. Oh, no. See, I'm in trouble. Oh, but it also didn't change the game mode, did it? Let's see. Oh, see. All right, this is good lessons here. Why didn't it change my game mode, do you think? Oh, we just ruined everything. Oh, no, but look, my command blocks are still there. So this one I had to change to at P, right? This one, for survival, I did the same thing. Maybe I should make it for at A, everybody. Okay? And... let's see. Let's say, boom. All right, here we go. Now, where's my sword? Was it supposed to be at? What am I doing wrong today? This is not my day. Let's see. I think whoop. I know what I did. Should be give at P diamond sword. I'm making all the mistakes today. Sword. Okay, now let's try it. Think it'll work this time? No, you don't. In a pressure plate, you don't have to. In a command block, you don't have to. All right, there's my sword. And I'm in survival mode and I die. Okay? You get the idea? So this is a lot of what you can do. Hopefully your notes and the fact that you now can all help each other kind of use this will be good. So go into Education Edition. You can mess around the rest of class. It's about 6 or 7 minutes. But definitely play around with the commands and a little bit with command blocks so that we have this under our belt for when we move forward with the project, okay? Got it? There are a lot of other things I'll show you as time goes on as well. All right. All right, thanks to anybody who was watching. We're going to stop our stream.